What's the kind of culture or relationship those 7 guys have as they're competing? Is this like a friendly thing, or is this like at all costs I'm making this team, and I know that if I make it, that means there's one less spot for these other 6 guys?
It's definitely a weird dynamic, but I would say it's friendly. That there's a sense of camaraderie there that you're all in the same boat, and basketball is a sport where there's a lot of player movement, and you're going to see people down the road, whether it's play with them that season or it could be 5 years down the line. So it's definitely competitive, but there's a sense of camaraderie there because it's a highly stressful situation and nobody really understands it apart from the 7 people in that room.
Yeah. And then obviously you go on and you play with some of the biggest stars today, right? With I think LeBron was on that team, Kyrie, J.R. Smith. I mean, there's a whole roster full. What is it like kind of going undrafted, then signing, pretty big contract and getting to play with those people and then ultimately play for the NBA championship?
Yeah. No, it's amazing kind of feeling to go from that to then winning a championship. Kevin Love was another one on that team. And so the first year was a year before LeBron had come back to Cleveland. So we actually missed the playoffs that year. And then at that Summer League was when, he announced he was coming back and everything changed.
Like what our guys on the team say, it's just like such a crazy dynamic, right? It's like he left, there was this vacuum. And then when he announces he's coming back, I think fans see like outside looking in, but are you players like all texting each other being like, wait, is he serious? Or like what is the kind of conversation?
Yeah, I think we're in Vegas for Summer League when the announcement happened. I think it was on ESPN, and then we had a shoot around or a game day that day, and I think the GM came over and whispered something to the coach at the time, David Blatt, and you could see his face kind of light up in a big smile, and then they announced it, and everyone's like, wow, this is pretty crazy. But then I think the next thought, at least for me, was I hope I'm still on this team, because a lot can happen from Summer League to the time the season starts. And at that point, I was still on a basically a year-by-year deal. So even after I made the team in that September, October time period, they could have cut me anytime before January 15, before my contract was guaranteed for the rest of the season. And then they had an option for me the next season as well. So you never really have a secure place.
Yeah. And then the last thing I want to ask about basketball is you play with J.R. Smith, and my friends and I, like, he's one of our favorite players, mainly just because you never know what he's going to do. He might come down the court, and I think there's a famous LeBron interview where he's literally like, that guy will shoot from anywhere. He just crosses half court and he'll chuck it up. But he seems like a super cool, nice guy or whatever. What was it like playing with him?
It's funny because after, the LeBron and Giannis questions, he's probably the teammate I get asked the most about. And he's awesome. I mean, I love JR. He always had your back as a teammate. He had the nickname 911 because when the shot clock's running down, you can, give him the ball with 2 or 3 seconds left. And those are the type of shots he makes. He's a shot maker. And I'm happy he's got another opportunity now with the Lakers.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.